star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The three from KD. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. From past the arc, hits the three-point bomb. And here's Reddish. A three-pointer is right on target. Now just a two. Jazz need to get off a shot here. And it's sent back by KD. Bruder. 11 feet away, and Fultz gets it to go. Fultz has got it all. Now here's Schroeder. He's got 5, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
And this guy is no stranger at its highest.
For 3, Mitchell gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 5 points now in the quarter. From the wing, and the Lakers tack on 2 more. And they did it, folks. Big win for the Los Angeles Lakers. What a relief for them to know that they've not only secured their part in the playoffs, but end up being the 7th seed, too.
Really, they showed how hungry you have to be at this stage. You have to like the momentum now that they'll carry into the first series.
And that puts a cap on it. Glad to have you with us for all the drama of the play-in tournament. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Kevin Durant.
Let's meet the starting 5 for your team.
Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. They may have to deal with one of the quickest guys in the league. And
They go on a free run to the bucket. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, excellent work in transition from Fox. Pushing the pace and supporting the fast break.
There with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Ntilikina in at the shooting guard position. And the basket by Leonard.
this is a small
To take the lead. Look at Leonard, dialed in from deep. Murray for 3, and he buries it. What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3.
And we know Murray can get it done in these big moments. I mean, he can be just fearless.
Now here's Booker. The 3 ball. And the Suns get another 3.
Oh, my goodness.
The 3. And they did it. The Phoenix Suns are moving on. Boy, you talk about a process. You put everything you have into winning the first play-in game, and then you have to turn it around and win another.
That's the landscape if you don't get it done in the regular season. As a 9 seed, you're forced to win not 1, but 2 games in a row to reach the playoffs.
That's another thrilling play-in game in the books, and you can really feel that postseason excitement in the air now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And we present the player of the game, Devin Booker.
So the opening lineup for the Heat. Collins is out there with Wiggins. Wiggins with the block. And the ball.
Much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
We've got Kuminga. He's out there with Cody Zeller. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor. Win. What a relief for them to know that they've not only secured their part in the playoffs, but end up being the 7th seed too.
Really, they show how hungry you have to be at this stage. You have to like the momentum now that they'll carry into the first series.
All right, that'll be all from us tonight. This play-in game, just a taste of what's to come in the upcoming postseason. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
Here's Tatum. Banked it in off the glass.
And sometimes
Launches a 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist. And it's Whitehead in at the 2. Now here's Mann. And a miss there on the triple. And what a huge win for the Boston Celtics. Boy, you talk about a process. You put everything you have into winning the first play-in game, and then you have to turn it around and win another.
that's the landscape if you don't get it done in the regular season. As a 9 seed, you're forced to win not 1, but 2 games in a row to reach the playoffs.
And that's going to do it for us. This play-in game is wrapped up as the final playoff picture becomes clearer. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. So long, everybody.
On the wing, Murray. Guarded by oh, my goodness. What a play.
That turned into no cover.
Murray against Fox. For 3, Mitchell drills the 3-pointer. Hitting that shot helps. And there it is. The Utah Jam come away with a huge win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
All right, that'll be all from us tonight. This play-in game, just a taste of what's to come in the upcoming postseason. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Brown against Sexton. Here's the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And what an impact he's making from
Night for him individually.
Tatum drills the 3. At 13. On the court right now for the Celtics. Jason Tatum out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Jack's up at 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
they are
Whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
From deep, here's Doncic. It's down. His 7th make and 3rd. 3-pointer. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
This game, a coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And here they go. Sexton against Doncic. Over Sexton. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Sexton. Oh, he goes up high for the 2-handed slam. Tatum from long range. And it's New York with a rebound.
how you step up in the clutch. Sexton is ready to deliver in these moments.
Shot that time, not on target. Boston on offense. They're on a 15-5 run. And here's Doncic outside. Yes! Oh, a tremendous three! We're tied! And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. Critical play-in game. There's a screen by Bowl. From deep, here's Doncic. He drops it from range. Doncic
With the delivery.
and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. All right, both free throws good from Sexton. 4-3. Oh, he drained it from downtown. And what a huge win for the Boston Celtics. And having locked up back-to-back victories, they are now playoff bound as the 8th seed.
You know, B.A., you could tell they were ready to do anything to make this second win happen. They really showed up tonight.
Well, that's going to do it for us, folks. Tonight, just an appetizer for what's in store beyond these play-in games. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.
Eastern Conference, the NBA playoffs. The Orlando Magic understand this is only the beginning. A long road lies ahead. They start out the series on hostile ground as they square off against the Bulls. Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
Here's Rose. On the wing, and he nails the jumper.
And he loves that area. Miller can call winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a
Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. There's the lob to Banchero. Up high to stuff the alley. Thanks so much, David. Here's Banchero. It's in. It's his 3rd field goal at the ball. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Trailing by 2. And there it is for him. Miller's got Ozen scanning the floor. Pulls it up. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum is so critical, and you know they'll want to ride this wave into Game 2.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Begins. The Golden State Warriors enter a new domain where the regular season fades away and the immediate challenge comes into focus as they try to take the upper hand against the Rockets. Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
Takes a 3. Pure from 3-point range. Green in the post. Butler covering. That one's good from Bliss. There's Ball with a 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. How they'll go about defending DeAndre Ayton came and set up down low. Push him out to the line. That's a lot to be pushing around with Ayton being as big as they come, guys.
Thank you for that, Al. Oh, and the jam by Ayton. Points now. With the drive, and Ball throws it down.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like
Brandon Clark. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Jalen Green. And it's Curry in outside. Green. That's in. Coming off an assist. miss from Hayward for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Here's Ball. Ball ventures inside and converts.
When it matters the most.
Here's Curry for 3. And the Rockets hit again from deep. And Ball throws it down.
You know, when everything's clicking, Ball can steal the show. And we're seeing it right here.
Ball outside. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Pressure's on, but it seems like Ball is not feeling any of it.
The Rockets call timeout. From outside the arc, and knocks down the 3.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
Well, great job of getting in position.
And here's Curry for 3. Count it! Oh, then 1.
You know he's going to have the ball, and then you feel he's going to come.
I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And they need that 3.
And it's Green missing. And now they decide to...
Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
And so the Warriors take the win. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Lamelo Ball.
Round 1, Eastern Conference, the NBA playoffs. The Nets enter the postseason with the best record in the conference. But now, the stakes are higher. Will their dominance be tested as they go up against the Celtics? Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook. And there's the Tari Eason. Whitehead out there with Trey Mann. Then there's Brown. And it's Williams at the center position. Good.
Yeah, he makes it look really controlling the inside.
Drains the three-pointer.
Paul has been off the charts.
Paul hits good.
He's been reliable from the and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line.
And it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level.
1:22 left in the third quarter. It's good in the Brooklyn lead.
Westbrook goes. It's what allows him to take over games like this.
And here they go. Loads it up for Davis.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
It's Oladipo on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Knocks down the three ball. Up for the Brooklyn Nets. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
A tremendous.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum is so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
Well, that'll do it for now. And you can join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Victor Oladipo.
the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Orlando Magic have showed up hungry and determined to fight for what they believe is rightfully theirs. Will they be able to break the stalemate and come out on top against the Chicago Bulls? Round one of the NBA playoffs continues.
It down.
I mean, you talk about it factor, Banchero's got it, man. What a...
Over Bogdanovich. Ooh, nice shot by Miller. Bancaro. Aaron Holiday out there with Derrick Rose. Then it's Miller, and it's Cousins, shooting only 36% since the fourth quarter started. And for the Bulls, Aaron Gordon is out there with Bogdan Bogdanovich. Outside Bogdanovich. Sinks it from distance. Bogdanovich. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Miller outside. Oh, a big-time jam! Slams it right over Gordon.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
Here's Cousins. And another dime for him.
That's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
To tie it up. Cash. And he's tied it up. What a shot.
Great to see.
46 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. This might be a turning point.
Massive possession here.
With the drive. And that one is hammered home.
Again, Rose is no stranger to coming up huge with the game on the line.
Timeout Bulls. And so both free throws good. So a close game here sees Orlando taking this one. And this is a critical win for them. They grabbed the lead in the series after splitting the first two games.
Yeah, Game 3 feels like a Game 7 if the series is tied. It has a huge impact. They're in the driver's seat now, as long as they don't lose their focus.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Conference NBA playoffs, round one continues. The Grizzlies have set the tone of the series up 2-1. Can they maintain their composure and take a commanding 3-1 lead? Now, the test awaits as they face off against the New Orleans Pelicans. Round one of the NBA playoffs continues.
Out to Cunningham. Over Jeffries. And that one off the back of the rim, and three-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
Big shots. See if they can rise to the big moment, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Grant. Yes! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there to win the game. Oh, couldn't sink the shot, and we're going to overtime. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring. Irving for three, hands it from downtown. And Morant against Irving. And the layup is good. Irving's got 34
when it matters most.
Now here's Irving.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance.
At that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Irving against Morant. Floats it up for Williamson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Zion wanted it, and he nailed it.
But Grizzlies call timeout. second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
If we're going to get yet another overtime.
Got it. And that shot. And so both free throws are good. And now it's a 5-point game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Trains the three-pointer. So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a double. This was a crucial game for him, tying up the series at 2 apiece, Greg. A huge accomplishment.
And this series, I think, hinged on who picked up Game 4, Kevin. I mean, now it's a 3-game series, and anything can happen.
And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by...
The first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Philadelphia 76ers have a commanding 3-0 series lead. Is it time for their dreams to be realized? For their thirst to be quenched? Find out tonight as they do battle against the Heat. Will there be an upset in round 1? It's all coming up.
And a potential closeout game here tonight. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. We've got Ben Simmons. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Washington. Then there's Paul George, and it's Embiid in at the center position. Wiggins passes to Collins, and Collins with the slam.
Staying alert and aware. Wiggins sees his man flash to an open spot. Passes right on the money.
Here's Washington, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line. Final quarter. Outside Simmons. And it's Simmons slamming it home. That gives him a double-double.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Deal against Şengün. Fires from 14. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Defensive effort. And so Beal will bring it up for Miami. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Gets the 3 to fall.
Last break, I heard Stephen Silas as he talked with the team. They were encouraging their team to run. Look for...
Here's Barrett. Rebound by Philadelphia.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one and threw him off just enough.
Oh, got that one up quick. George has got 10 points here.
Pouring it on.
Here's Barrett.
Nasty right there. Oh, my goodness, that was quick. What a nasty finish.
Oh, and he slams it down. Wow.
And you know, Barrett, these big possessions.
From about 19, and Matherin's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. From downtown, good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts. Fires from deep. He gets it to go again. 9 for 3.
Control there allows him to finish.
And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Slam.
Lets it go from deep. And Philadelphia hits again from deep. They've won it. Next stop, conference semifinals. And they delivered an epic performance, sweeping this best-of-7 series.
That's what you want to do. Get out of the first round as quickly as possible. Now the road gets a little harder.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Benedict Mathurin.
Round 1 continues. The Timberwolves have a commanding 3-0 series lead. Is it time for their dreams to be realized? for their thirst to be quenched. Find out tonight as they do.
Fultz lets it go from deep, drills the three-pointer.
Whenever Fultz is
Ball around now. Drills it from outside. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Edwards. Edwards loves it in there.
defensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Curry's shot is good.
Well, like it runs
to the inside. And the dunk by now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
That one. Back to Dunn. It's Edwards on the wing. Shoots over Johnson. And there's Edwards on the assist.
Sustain that level of effort. See how it works out.
Thank you, David. Edwards. And the Timberwolves tack on two more. From about 16. And again, it's Minnesota converting. Here's Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
We know this about Anthony Edwards. He is fearless in these moments. That's the
fourth quarter. Shoots from the high post. KD with the bucket. Durant's got 20. They're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. And foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively.
So he gets them both, and it's a three.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Nails the triple. He looking around. It's off, and regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles.
Could have done more on that last play.
For three, Edwards. Edwards cashing in from outside.
Every aspect of Ant's soft defense.
Good, that's another bucket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
Well, we know that.
Bulls leading by 4. For three, Edwards. Good, another from 3.
And he's letting it
in the game, getting it done. Oh, what a physical.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
Edwards, that's good.
Energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Their energy just getting it to overtime.
And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. What a performance through the entire first round. Drake sweeping in 4 games.
And they really had a tremendous series. Watching how well these guys played as a unit has got to be scary for their round 2 matchup.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
Round 1 continues. The Spurs have a lofty series lead with 3 wins. Will overconfidence be their undoing, or will their passion and determination help them prevail against the Utah Jazz? Will there be an upset in round 1? It's all coming up next.
A possible elimination game tonight. This series stands at 3-1. Welcome to the Western Conference Playoffs on 2K Sports. There's Nikola Jokic, then there's Mitchell, and it's Murray in at the point. Wembanyama's shot is good. Launches a 3. Counted from distance 5. Here's Mitchell. And it's good. Off the. They've won it. Next stop, conference semifinals. They really took control of this series in impressive fashion, and now they're on to the second round.
Hopefully this is some momentum they can continue to build upon. That energy will make them difficult to contend with.
And that about wraps it up from here, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA's Western Conference quarterfinals. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
The Western Conference NBA Playoffs, Round 1 continues. The Rockets are down 2-3 with the opportunity to prove themselves to the league, their fans, and most importantly, themselves. It's a pivotal must-win battle against the Warriors. Round 1 of the NBA Playoffs continues.
Now Golden State's starting 5. They've got Wagner, back to Mitchell. Oubre outside. And he's good on the 3-ball.
With such precision.
Here's Butler. Oh, no, stop it.
Second and third shot opportunity.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Pass the break.
Three-pointer, Hayward. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only
Going to take down the stretch. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, this is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out.
Right, David Banks. And Ball slams it in.
And that is a
pass to Green. In the corner, it's Hayward. Outside Curry. A three-pointer. Ball with a wide-open look. Another 3 for Golden State. It's good. Ball's got 7 points.
That jump.
Here's Curry with the 3. Curry, laser-guided shot from deep range. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And Ball ready for these moments, showing he wants the rock in his hands. Look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert with no fear. He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
That one's in there. Time off the clock as they can.
Yeah, exactly. Expect to see longer possession from this point on.
Here's Curry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst-case scenario for them is OT.
Carries it from outside.
Wow, look at the dead.
Shot is offline. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. The kick outside to Butler. Lock at 6. Ball, the pass to Butler. He shoots again. And Ball with the lay-in. Ball's got... Here's Curry. Shoots over Ball. The Rockets again can't hit. So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let them hold. A different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost.
And again, another assist.
And this is the best someone could run an offense. Pinpoint passing, everyone involved. Every time he touches the ball, good things happen.
And he's now tied for the franchise record for assists in a game. It has been a masterful performance. And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. It took them 6 games to do it, Greg, but they finally asserted themselves and move on to round 2.
And I really think it benefits a team to have a competitive series in round 1. It gets those playoff juices kind of flowing, if you will. Prevents any kind of complacency from setting in.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. And now our player of the game, Lamelo Ball.
Game of round 1 in the East. The Cleveland Cavaliers have endured 6 long games. 3 they have won, 3 they have lost. It is now the last stand. There is no looking back as they must lay it all on the line against the Pacers. It's Game 7, round 1 of the NBA playoffs.
More energy on defense. Not there.
Tipped away. Game's deciding where to go with it. Going inside. Ooh, LeBron!
Man, I like seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides.
They've won it. Next stop, conference semifinals. And what a way to cap off a riveting series in round 1. They seem to feed off the pressure of this Game 7.
Well, they had to put a lot of energy into winning this series. They'll be a little worn down physically, but from a mental standpoint, they'll be riding high after battling so hard to win this series.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Kobe, this team did a great job of spreading the ball around and just getting everyone involved, including yourself. Can you elaborate on how?
We were just being unselfish. You know, we don't really care who score. We just want to win the game. You got to stay ready. Like I always say, got to stay locked in, got to stay focused. We all came out, we played hard, and we got the job done.
Everyone was ready tonight. Thanks, Kobe.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time.
The deciding game of round 1 in the East. The Chicago Bulls have endured 6 long games. 3 they have won, 3 they have lost. It is now the last stand. There is no looking back as they must lay it all on the line against the Orlando Magic. It's Game 7, round 1 of the NBA playoffs.
Orlando. Banchero is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Inside. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
And this is a major accomplishment.
Connects from three-point range.
When they got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Back to Ball for 3. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4. He's got 12. The kick out to Ball. Another 3 for
the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Magic lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Orlando Magic.
They've controlled the pace, and it's been fast. Getting out in the open court and scoring before the defense could get set.
Says the Jet. Checking out the circumstances for the Chicago Bulls. Game 7, we know how much is at stake. Kenny, what's it like to play in one of these?
Well, it's normal to have some nerves. Now, you can't shake those off, but those butterflies, they quickly remove when the game starts. Normally, guys get better in the second half.
First of all, Ernie, you shouldn't be asking an earthling that question because me, I never got nervous. I instilled fear in my opponents. So let's see who's built for this pressure.
The Diesel, pulling no punches, as usual. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
we're back courtside at Game 7 as this
open, but not able to connect that time.
Bankero, that's good.
Oh, the defense.
DeRozan out there at Bogdanovich. Then it's Ivy. Then it's Stockton. And it's Jones in at the point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Inside, here's Stockton. And finished off by Stockton against Jones to take the lead. And it's Orlando with another.
The first.
They're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks healthy.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Bulls coach was going over with his team, and he begged them, don't give up.
Floats it up for Cousins. Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And Miller with the block.
That's Cousins. When he's in the area, he's really good at getting a hand on the ball.
And there's Ball with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Balls, she brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Ball from long range. That ball. Nice. Puts it up from 12. It's good.
Big-time basket.
Cousins. Second chance shot. It falls.
Used to be
there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
The shot by Ivy, no good. And they're going to move on to the conference semifinal. Thrilling fashion, guys, taking round 1 in what certainly will go down. Guys, it's one of the most competitive series this year.
And you always love a Game 7. And no disappointment here. And these guys are ready and excited for round 2. Maybe a bit tired, but the adrenaline is still pumping.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Brandon Miller.